everyone, and welcome back to another Sims video. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Today we are continuing our little 4-part series of the Teen a Day Challenge by DizzyWhims on Tumblr. If you remember the last 2 episodes, I admitted that I don't know how to do math, which is a lie, because I'm very good at, like, complicated math, but basic math, it's a struggle. So, most people would have been like, oh, there's 28 things to do, and you're splitting it up into 4 episodes. Maybe do 7 Sims at a time. Nah, that's too easy. First episode, 8 Sims. Second episode, another 8 Sims. This one, 6. Next one, also 6. But this is fine. This first Sim is a horse girl. And I struggled a lot because, like I said in my previous episodes, no one that I know actually, like, dressed like their stereotypes. They acted like them, for sure. But, like, dressed like, not really. But I had this one inspiration in mind because, I did grow up with a horse girl, but it was mostly elementary school, not really high school. So I kind of tried to take what I remember her looking like and bring it up into high school because it just made the most sense. So, like, hair slicked back type of stuff, like the braids, the mucky jeans. It was kind of like rustic formal, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but that's honestly what I remember them being like. You know, like flannels, jeans that aren't skinny, boots. Basically kind of like our cowgirl, but, you know, I don't know. But, our next Sim is our teacher's pet. And I wanted to make them look very, very snooty because I know myself, I know that teachers' pets didn't always, like, weren't always assholes, because I was technically a teacher's pet, but not in the bad sense. It was more of, I was undiagnosed neurodivergent and enjoyed adults more than people my own age. So I would hang out with them instead of worrying about dealing with people my own age, and I'm like, nah, there might be an issue there. But, I wanted this one to be, like, up the teacher's ass, basically. Like, would judge you for not doing it, is top of the class and wants everybody to know it. I kind of went that snooty route, because as soon as I saw this Sim, and I saw the shape, like, and I don't mean this in any bad way, but, like, the shape of his eyes, he looked like he was scouring, and I'm like, that's exactly the kind of look I'm going for. Because, to be completely honest, I was probably going to make someone that kind of looked, again, like, you know, Rachel Berry season 1 of Glee. But instead, I decided to just go with this. He looks like he's in the debate club, if that makes sense. Our next Sim is our influencer. And I kind of took inspiration from the multiple meanings of this word. That kind of like an influencer, like, on the internet, but also an influencer, you know, influences other kids because of how cool and interesting they are. So I wanted to make her look very artificial, if that makes sense, because, you know, a lot of influencers get work done and then don't talk about it as soon as they, you know, get their first paycheck. But I'm not saying getting work done is bad. You do you to make yourself feel better. I'm just saying the people that don't talk about it are the ones that are kind of, like, stigmatizing it. But I basically wanted to make her just, you know, look like every teenage beauty guru out there. So I'm trying to make her clean face, but, like, the gorgeous lash extensions that usually don't look that good, but I don't like lash extensions, but that's okay. And then I added the eye shine in the circle form, because it's like, she's an influencer, so she has what? A ring light. But It makes the most sense to me. And then I wanted to give her just like this long, luscious, gorgeous hair. And I knew exactly like that I wanted to use these specific ones, but I'm like, I fell in love with the one that had bangs. Also, because it confuses me that it's from the same the same creator, right? Almost the exact same hairstyle. One has bangs, one doesn't, but their black hair color is like 2 different shades. I don't know, but it's fine. And I have this really fun thing is I always want to use like the white eyeliner in the waterline, but for some reason it always glitches out with my skin details. So I end up like with my darker Sims using brown in the waterline, and it looks just as good, if anything better. So, and for the outfit, I did. I went more trendy, like trendy clothing, but also setting the trends, because I really wanted to use these patterned pants and a crazier swatch, so I ended up using this blue and orange swatch, which I use a lot because I love those pants. You may not have seen me use them. I think I used them in a gameplay house that I play myself, but I really wanted it to be like, not only is she an influencer because, you know, is famous on the internet, but influencer in the fact that she influences the style trends at her school. So I wanted her to be like just out there, but like stylish and out there, if that makes sense. Our next sim is our artist, and I basically went stereotypical, you know, covered in paint, long hair, stuff like that. But he looked so cute. I couldn't. I always have a soft spot in my heart for like male artists because, well, it's like the stereotype. Obviously, I'm like, oh, I don't know what the stereotype is. For a lot of the stereotypes, I don't understand, okay? But this one I know very well, and I love it because I'm just like, he's gonna be adorable, okay? And yeah, I had to go with the stereotypical long-haired artist boy with his hair in messy bun. You know, it's just, there are some things in life that I want to give myself. It's like a reward, you know. He's gorgeous. I love him. I struggled so much to try and find the shirt that he needed, but because I was originally going to give him this apron. I think I do give him this apron. I just maybe changed the swatch of it to have paint on it. I'm not gonna lie. I recorded this how long ago? And then I recording voiceover when sleepy. But I was right. I just changed it to have paint on it, and then I gave him like roughed up jeans and then boots, because I feel like it makes the most sense, because you're like, you want to be in stuff that doesn't get messy. And then I decided last second to just give him purple gauges. Why? Man. Up next we have our
Pothead. I don't want to say it out loud, but like, it's because I'm not anti-weed. I don't know if YouTube is anti-weed, you know? So we're just gonna
But basically, I wanted to just go for this, basically like what I kind of grew up around, because not gonna lie, where I grew up, it kind of went, everybody likes weed, but you know. So basically, I just made her eyes really narrow, because you know that's the stereotypical I'm high face, is just, you know, the squinting eyes, but like the raised eyebrows, like, what's up, dog? You know, so, and then I made it even better / worse by putting an eyelid overlay on her that made her eyes look even more heavy, which I'm like, yes, do want, please and thank you. And then I kind of stereotypically just gave her some piercings, but in my defense, I didn't give her piercings because she's a pothead. I gave her piercings because I love piercings. The stereotype just kind of made it better, you know? Then I wanted to just dress her like completely relaxed because it made the most sense for her. And the more that I had that red lipstick on her, the more I'm like, this bitch kind of looks like Marilyn Monroe. But it's just the heavy eyelids, basically. But like, yeah, I tried to make her kind of look like a slob in a way, you know, but, you know, not too much. Like, she does put effort in it, but like, if you're high off your ass, I don't think you're gonna care too much. Because the whole world is just extremely hazy and you're like, I don't know, dude. But I gave her this long hair that kind of covered her face because to me it just makes sense that if you're high, you're gonna try and cover your face because you're trying to cover your eyes. And then I kind of just went for like, basically kind of skater chic because that's what I kind of associate with potheads. I'm not saying like all skaters are potheads. I just associate this style with them, if that makes sense. So I just kind of went for a relaxed, open shirt, baggy pants, that weird belt. And then I gave her socks and sandals because I think it's funny. And I think this is our last sim of this round, is our Valedictorian. I basically made use of the university game pack because that's the only place that I really have like graduation attire. Originally I kind of planned on just putting her in the full rig out of graduation cap and graduation gown, but I'm not gonna lie, the graduation gowns are kind of ugly. One thing I want to see is if some content creators, like custom content creators, have made a, like, you know how like some custom content creators make like jackets that go over clothing and then you put it on as an accessory. I want to see if someone made a robe, like a graduation robe, as an accessory, because that's usually the way that I associate graduations. Is yes, you have the cap, but you also show off your dress underneath because you're usually dressed up, so you usually show off your clothes underneath, and then your graduation gown is like open. Obviously it's not open during the ceremony, but I associate it the way that I said, because, you know, you worked hard on that outfit. You worked hard to look that good. So why not show it off? But basically, I decided I really liked the red cap on her, and I feel like it just really worked with her complexion. And then, like I said, I looked at the graduation gowns and I absolutely hated it. So I end up looking for like just a good outfit, like a semi-formal outfit that just, you could wear that to a graduation because it's cute, it's formal, I think. But that, I believe, is the end of this video. Just so you know, we do have about 6 more sims ready for Thursday when the pack does in fact come out. And then I think the following Tuesday I should be playing with the pack. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe and like the video if you did. Don't forget to turn on notifications if you choose so. I understand. I get overwhelmed by them, but it would help me a lot. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!